This is the MMA Brief Podcast, recapping the world of mixed martial arts every single week, with your host, Brandon Johansson.
Welcome back to the MMA Brief. Episode 32, recapping the Ultimate Fighter season finale and Saturday's UFC 213 from Las Vegas, Nevada. Starting with the tough finale, Jesse Taylor choked out Diego Lima to become the winner of the Ultimate Fighter Season 25. Jesse got the finish in round 2 by rear naked choke. He walked away with more than just a coke and a smile. He had one of those giant Publishers Clearinghouse looking checks with the figure of $290,000 on it. In the main event, Justin Gaethje and Michael Johnson fought in what could be the fight of the year. Gaethje was making his UFC debut against the 5th-ranked lightweight in the world, Johnson. The pace was ridiculous from the very start, and even after being rocked twice by Michael Johnson, Gaethje was able to get the TKO finish in round 2. It was an amazing fight, far and away the best of the weekend. Moving over to Saturday's UFC 213, we had some drama. Women's bantamweight champion Amanda Nunes pulled out of her fight with Valentina Shevchenko 6 hours before the event's start, shuffling the interim middleweight championship bout between Robert Whittaker and Yoel Romero into the main event slot. Starting with the FS1 prelims, Chad DePriest scored a slick TKO victory over Brian Camozzi with a straight right to the liver. It was violently beautiful and, quite frankly, something we don't see enough. In the feature bout of the prelims, Alexei Oleinik choked out Phenom, who once was Travis Brown, in round 2, a complete fall from grace. Anthony Showtime Pettis got a much-needed win against veteran Jim Miller by unanimous decision. In a heavyweight showdown featuring 2 of the top-ranked fighters in the division, Alistair Overeem picked up the majority decision win over former champion Fabricio Verdum. I did not agree with the decision. Fabricio dropped Alistair in the 3rd round with a knee and thumped on him until the end of the fight. With the broken scoring system in place right now, technically, Overeem won. I understand how the scoring works, but if you witness a fight in real life, whoever is winning the fight at the end won the fight. Period. In the new main event, Robert Whittaker defeated Yoel Romero 3 rounds to 2 to capture the interim middleweight belt. Yoel had the first 2 rounds on all judges' scorecards, but Whittaker's takedown defense was phenomenal, and he was a fresher fighter for the last 3 rounds. Afterwards, champion Michael Bisping came into the octagon and addressed the new champ, basically to hype the title unifier that should take place later this year. Out of the octagon and into the Bellator cage is top-ranked middleweight Gegard Mousasi. He announced Monday on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani he has signed a multi-fight deal with the promotion. I've said it before, but Mousasi is one of the Coker guys I've been talking about. Coming off what I perceived as a successful first pay-per-view under the leadership of Scott Coker, they steal away a top 185-pound fighter from the UFC to boot. Coming up this weekend, UFC Fight Night 113 from Glasgow, Scotland, headlined by number 8 ranked welterweight Gunnar Nelson and Santiago Ponzinibbio. In the co-main event, Team Alpha Male's undefeated prospect Cynthia Calvillo squares off with Joanne Calderwood. Also on the card, Stevie Ray takes on the Irish Dragon, Paul Felder. At 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, FS1. Come back next week, recap all the highlights, and preview UFC on Fox 25, Weidman vs. Gastelum. Peace.